What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another free pick video. Today I got 3 NBA Finals player props for you guys. I got an NBA Finals play of the day, and then we'll cap it off with the Hail Mary parlay like we always do. Before we get to the free picks, quick recap on how the day went. Just not our day overall, all around VIP or free picks. We've been absolutely ice cold over in VIP. After we went on a 10-day win streak, something just flipped, and basically every single bad beat that could happen has been happening to us, especially in the MLB. MLB's been absolutely wild in the last few days. So just be careful out there, guys. It's been a rough week rough past few days for most of the people that I know. So just, be smart, keep unit sizing properly. Don't be chasing your losses because it's been crazy the last few days. So just be careful. Last free picks from the last video that I gave out 3 of them. Basically, the Oilers saved us. Thankfully, thanks to the, the overtime winner. Other than that, we had the Cubs. They lost 2-0. And then we had the Braves on the money line. This was just an absolutely gross beat. Chris Sale pitched his ass off, had 10 strikeouts, only gave up 1 run. Braves had so many opportunities to score runs. At one point, they had a guy on third and second, no outs. Right? All you need is a pop-up in the outfield, sac fly, even a ground ball would have scored a run. They struck out 3 times in a row. And they were down 1-0 at that point in the 8th inning. Just a base knock up the middle would have scored 2. So just crazy, crazy bad beats the last few days. That's why I always try to preach, managing your bankroll, unit sizing. Because, in this business, it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes you're insanely hot. Sometimes you're insanely cold. You just can't get too high on your highs, can't get too low on your lows. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, managing your bankroll, keeping the unit sizes, and having discipline. That way you don't lose your whole bankroll in the matter of a couple days. So be smart out there, guys. But let's go ahead and get into the free picks. So 3 NBA player props, guys. We got the NBA Finals Game 1 tomorrow. I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be an interesting series. I've never seen a finals game with the odds that we have. Like, I'm pretty sure OKC's minus 700 to win the series, which is absolutely insane to me. So yeah, we'll see how the series goes. I hope the Pacers can at least put up a fight, but yeah, we'll see. So. And then if you guys remember, actually we'll get into that in a sec, but let's get to these player props. First one, we're taking Jalen Williams under 26.5 points. Okay, he's gone under 4 out of his last 5, 8 out of his last 10, 16 out of his last 20, and 68 out of 86 on the year. Head-to-head against the Pacers, this year he's 0 for 2, or I guess 2 for 2 since we're taking the under. So, 79% clip on the year. I absolutely love this. I don't see a world where he puts up more than 26 points, to be honest. He'll probably be around 20 or so, but 27, that's like SGA numbers. I don't see it happening. So that's the first player prop. Next one, we're taking SGA over 28.5 points. He's gone over 4 out of his last 5, 7 out of his last 10, 13 out of his last 20, and 64 out of 93 on the year, hitting at a 69% clip. It's game 1. SGA's got to get going early. They're going to make sure, he gets his. He's going to make sure that he gets his. It's at home too, so you guys know how the refs are. He's going to be at the free throw line all night long. So absolutely love this play as well. SGA over 28.5 points. Before we get to that last player prop, make sure you guys go over to BETR, download BETR, use code BANDIT. You're going to get a free $10. Okay, you don't even have to deposit or anything. Just go create an account, use my code, free $10. And then you guys can go throw that on whatever you guys want. Or you can deposit 25 bucks. They will match your 25 bucks and also give you a free $10. So you'll have $60 total if you deposit 25. But regardless, use code BANDIT. Take advantage. It's available in all these purple states. That link will be down in the description for you guys. Last player prop. We're taking Tyrese Halliburton under 3.5 3-pointers made. Okay, he's gone under 4 out of his last 5, 7 out of his last 10, 15 out of his last 20, and 55 out of 89 on the year. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. He hasn't been shooting that many threes in the playoffs, to be completely honest, besides this game against the Knicks where he went nuclear and put up 5. But other than that, I mean, 2, 0, 2, 3 the last few games against the Knicks. So they will probably be playing from behind. So, you know, he might shoot a little more threes than normal, but I think the Thunder game plan is going to just be to stop Halliburton and, you know, hopefully don't get beat by the other guys. So another good bet could be Halliburton over on his assist, because I just don't think he's going to get that many open opportunities, especially behind the arc tomorrow. So, yeah, absolutely love those 3 plays, guys. Those are my 3 favorite player props for NBA Finals Game 1. Lock them in over on BETR or, you know, whatever app you guys want to lock them in on. But those are the player props. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the NBA Finals play of the day. I'm going to pull up our NBA playoff run here. We haven't been doing NBA as of late, just because obviously there was a long break until the finals. But this is our NBA playoff run so far. We started off super, super hot. We hit the first 10. At one point, we were 10-0, and then we were 12-1. Went on a little bit of a cold streak, you know, down here, but overall we're still 19-11. So let's get this to 20-11, and I do have the play for you guys. So I'm gonna pull up the betting splits for you guys so you can look as well. So if we look here, the money line is pretty even, right? 49% of the bets are on the Pacers, 51 on the Thunder, and then 50% of the money on the Pacers, 50% on the Thunder. So the money line is basically dead even, which is interesting because OKC money line is like minus 400, minus 385 here. So a lot of people must be throwing them in parlays, which would make sense. If we look at the spread, 59% of the bets are on the Pacers, 41 on the Thunder. 41% of the money is on the Pacers, 59% of the money is on the Thunder. So honestly, pretty even there as well. You know, there's not much to look at there besides that there's more money on the Thunder, whereas there's more bets on the Pacers when it comes to the spread, which also makes sense because the Pacers are getting 9.5 points, which is insane for a finals game. But at the same time, like, it kind of makes sense because it's in OKC. The Thunder have been playing out of their minds. They are a better team, bottom line, but the Pacers have been playing well as well. So if we go over here and look at the over-under, looks like a lot of people are on the over. Okay, 61% of the bets are on the over. 67% of the money is on the over. The over-under is 230.5, which is a high number to me. So, I mean, 230.5 for a game 1 of the finals is honestly outrageous. You know, obviously both these offenses are very, very good. They like to push pace as well, but for a game 1 finals, like, I mean, to me, it's like game 1 of the finals is, you're going to have the most jitters game 1, right? The palms are going to be sweaty. Pacers are going into OKC. That crowd is going to be absolutely electric. I think it's going to be hard for the Pacers to kind of get like some rhythm and momentum with that crowd just losing their minds. So what I really like in this game, and basically what we're doing here is just fading the public. I like the under in this game, guys. I think it's going to, both teams are going to come out slow. I think the Pacers come out a little slower than the Thunder, to be honest. But like, it's a massive, massive game. Both these teams really aren't used to being in the finals. So the jitters are going to be high. They're going to have butterflies. The palms might be a little extra sweaty, at least for the first couple quarters, which is really all we need. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to take a little bit of an alternate. It's sitting at 230.5 right now. I want to take a little bit of an alternate. So we're going to go over to player profit. If you guys don't know what player profit is, it's a way where you can get a funded sports betting account and essentially bet with other people's money, and then you get to keep 70% of the profits. So these are all the funding packages here. 1,000 is the minimum, 100,000 is the maximum. They each have a price tag on them. There's some intermediate packages as well, but use code BOOKIEBANDIT. You'll get 10% off any of these prices or any of these packages. Complete phase 1 and phase 2. At that point, you get funded, and then you get to keep 70% of the profits. So it's a great way to increase your unit size while not having to risk a lot of your own money. You're just risking whatever the initial package fee cost. But let's go over here, guys, and we're going to go to basketball. So, yeah, it's sitting at 231 right now, which is crazy. That's a lot of points. We're going to do a little bit of an alternate. Let's go down here to not team total. We need to find total points. There it is. So 231, if I can find like a 233.5 maybe. Let's see what our options are. 234.5 is minus 150. What's 235.5? Right here, minus 163. That's not bad. What's 236.5? Minus 179. Okay. Personally, I'm gonna lay a little extra juice just because I'm gonna be putting 5,000 on this one. So I'm gonna buy a couple extra points, lay the juice on it. But 236.5 is crazy, crazy high for a finals game. You would think they would want to play some defense now that it's the finals. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But this is the NBA play of the day, guys. Under 236.5. We're going to put $5,000 on that. This would bring home just under 2,800 in profit. So under 236.5 is the NBA Finals play of the day, guys. We're locking that in. Boom. Let's cap this thing off with a Hail Mary parlay. Best of luck if you tail that finals play as well, guys. Thursday Hail Mary. Okay, we're going to take Thunder on the money line for the NBA. For MLB, Tigers money line, Phillies money line, Astros money line, Yankees money line, Rangers plus 1.5, Padres money line, and Royals money line. We got a couple underdogs in there for you guys. And then we're going to take Coco Gauff money line. That's women's tennis. That one's super early in the morning, so if you watch this, come Thursday afternoon, probably won't be able to get that one in. And then 2 WNBA plays. We're taking Liberty and Mercury on the money line. Parlay those up. It's 142x on your money. Obviously, don't go too crazy. It's called a Hail Mary parlay for a reason. But it's always fun to throw a couple bucks on these and sweat them out. So if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you're subscribed. Smash the like button for me. Show some love in the comments. And appreciate you guys. We will see you on the next one. Peace.